Admit it, you were kind of starting to like diapers. Suddenly, in the face of that dreaded potty training phase, a permanent excrement receptacle attached to your kid's body seems almost genius. Who says kids need to outgrow these amazing contraptions? But they do. And many a well-meaning pediatrician or grandparent will try to make the experience easier for you by framing it as a "this too shall pass" process. No kid ever went to college wearing diapers, they'll say. As if you have any patience for thinking 15 years ahead. Well, we've got good news for you. Potty training is a misnomer. There doesn't need to be any protracted period of training at all. If you're one of those parents who's been sitting your kid on a potty for hours every day, reading books and playing games until they go, we'll remind you of that old adage about the broken clock. It's also right twice a day. Sit a toddler anywhere long enough and he'll eventually pee or poop into something. We hate to burst your bubble, but that's not potty training. Here's the thing. Somewhere between age 2 or 3, kids become developmentally ready to use the toilet. Sometime during that year is when most kids gain the cognitive ability to recognize their need to perform a bodily function, exert some control over that bodily function, and associate it with a toilet. Which means they'll take to the process pretty quickly. No training required. We're talking as quickly as a few days. All it takes is following these steps. Their little toddler brains aren't just going to figure it out after using diapers for 100% of their lives. Let them see you use the toilet a few times so they understand what it's for. It may feel weird to you, but for them, it's a learning opportunity. Show them that adults wear underwear, not diapers, and buy a few pairs of fire chalk or unicorn or whatever printed undies will delight your discerning toddler. Talk about how big girls and big boys put their pee and poop in the potty. Buy whatever tools you need to make getting to the potty easy for your toddler. If you're asking him to use an adult toilet, buy a step stool and a toddler toilet seat. Getting on and off needs to be easy and doable for the toddler by himself. And make sure Junior has a direct, clear course to the pot from any point in your home. Asking a child to use the potty is one thing. Asking him to run an obstacle course while clenching his little bum is another. Once you and your toddler decide it's time for big kid underwear, there's no turning back. As with all parenting endeavors, consistency is the only way. Don't use diapers for car trips or stroller rides or any other time finding a restroom might be a pain for you. Switching between diapers and underwear is confusing for kids. Should they be trying to use the potty? Or should they just be peeing in their pants? They don't know. The only exception to this is using diapers at nighttime or during naps. Kids don't develop the ability to hold their bladders in their sleep until about a year later. Your toddler thrives on your love and attention and validation. Invent silly dances, songs, and voices, the sillier the better, to celebrate each correct use of the potty. And don't forget to tell her throughout the day about how proud you are that she's a big girl now and wears underwear and uses the potty. But here's the catch. For accidents, you absolutely cannot show any displeasure. No discipline, no yelling, not even a frown. If there's pee on the floor, just clean it up without saying a word. Show your toddler your best poker face. Which brings us to our final tip. Your toddler is at a developmental junction. She's seeking control, and yet she has no control over anything in her life. Her bodily functions and what she does with them are her last bastions of control as she transitions into the scary world of preschool and table manners and sharing. If you punish accidents, you're not giving your child any incentive to try the potty again, and if you start forcing her to sit on it, you're exerting control over the situation and taking away the control she craves. So don't turn the potty into a power struggle by putting your toddler on the potty when she doesn't want to be there or nagging her to pee. This only gives her the opportunity to say her favorite word in an effort to exert control. If you wait patiently for your toddler to show you that she recognizes the need to perform a bodily function, can control that physical impulse, and understands what toilets are for, this whole process should take a few days. And aside from a handful of accidents, it will be perfectly pleasant for everyone. So relax, your toddler won't be wearing diapers forever. Unless you want them to? Weirdo. Just kidding, we actually totally get it.